Here we go. Hello and welcome live now to the Total Nonstop Racing League Master Millwright Big Block Series. Sorry for not going up. Everything on my end said we're going up, and YouTube decided not to do it. But we are live now. Sorry for the delay to get you to the racing action here in the Master Millwright Big Block Series here in Total Nonstop Racing. We're out on track. It is John Smith in the 504 who is leading heat number 1. Again, sorry that you missed qualifying here and the start of this very first heat of the race. It is the 504 machine out front with the 72 of Ethan Fisher behind him. Bobby Trapper in third. Make up your top 3 to start this heat. I am Mitchell Adams, and joining me in the booth tonight is Will Ratcliffe, who is in his very first broadcast here with me tonight on the World Racing Network, and I want to thank all of you for tuning in, and again, sorry for our technical difficulties there, but right now, we are on, I do believe, the white flag lap of our first heat. Ooh, it likes to do that to me. So, this time, the 504 of John Smith coming across the line, the winner of your first heat. So, Will, we missed a little bit of racing action, but so far, the night's out pretty strong. Good heat, good run for John Smith. And, of course, we do want to thank the sponsors of the series. Of course, Master Millwright, the title sponsor of the Master Millwright Big Block Series here in the Total Nonstop Racing League, as well as Mason Dixon Cornhole, who's also helping sponsor this series. So Will, we've already seen one heat. Of course, we've already experienced some technical things go wrong here. The screen does that again here for me. But what are you looking forward to here in this race, and what do you like that you've seen so far? Yeah, well, you're getting a great taste of it here from these drivers in the Total Nonstop Racing League. Some of the best drivers I've ever raced with in my long career here on iRacing. So I do really look forward to the racing action. Again, getting ready for Heat 2 here. The field being led to green by the number 22 car. Number 22 of Thomas Oleski here. Going to lead the field to green. Here's the iRacing pace car. Lights are out this time. The 22 takes him to the green. The 20 of Jason Freeman to his outside as the field heads into turn 1. It is the 22 out front. Watch the run from Freeman up top, though, headed into turns 3 and 4. And this is how quick a lap is here. Only 10 laps in the heat. And there is 1 lap already down here at Lanier, but so far it is Thomas Oleski right out to the front of this field. What is that? You cannot be heard in the chat. Why? That is an interesting one there, Will. Yeah, he shouts you out, which is interesting because I am picking you up on the server. This is... You're gonna have to bear with me, folks, as I try to get Will up here so you all can hear him doing his commentary. But in the meantime, it is the 22 out front with a little challenge from Jason Freeman in the number 20 car, as they are on already lap 6 of 10, making quick work of the field. Oh, that is not what we wanted to do there, folks. We're just going to try and do a little something as the 22 getting a big bump from the 20 of Jason Freeman. Battle for the race lead is underway here. Yeah. Well, as all things, Will said is questionably legal. It all is legal here on the short tracks, the dirt racing. All is fair. Let's see. See if they've got you now, Will. Let's see. See. So we're checking back. It is the 20 still out front, though. Here, they cannot hear you. That is an interesting issue. I don't really know what's going on with that. So I'm going to keep playing around with my stuff here while, in the meantime, the 22 of Thomas Oleski did take your heat win, as you saw just there. I'm getting ready to roll into what I believe should be heat 3 here on the track. You see the number 4 of Brian Ruble will be leading the field to green with the 3 of John Cannizzaro. Those two very strong dirt racers. I'm going to try something here really quick, folks. Thank you, Garrett. If you let's see, if you could jump in, Garrett, if you want. Will, do you want to try saying something again, too, for the viewers at home? I know, he says he's very interested in meeting you all, and I'm really anxious for him to meet you all, as this isn't an issue I had in testing the broadcast before, so an interesting problem, but looking out to the front of the field, it is... let's get a little bit of a better view at it for you all at home. It is the number 4 of Brian Ruble there, getting ready to lead the field to green. iRacing pace truck down pit road. And we are underway for heat number 3 as Garrett Gleason, I believe, is joining us in the booth. Hello, Garrett. I hope so, too. It's an interesting thing because it's showing that it's picking up all of your all's talking, so I don't really know why we would be having issues with that. Let's check it here. All right, so we are still not getting anybody else in the live booth, which is an interesting problem. We're going to work with it. Thank you, Garrett, for stopping in. Meanwhile, I'm sorry for this all gone wrong, Will, as I'm going to take it by myself here for a little bit. You're looking at the 3 of John Cannizzaro, who has actually gotten around the number 4, but it is the 020 car of Kyle Rochinski who has taken your race lead here. Headed into turns 3 and 4 now. The 20 out front, little bit of a lunge there from John Cannizzaro, who got into the wall slightly, which is really going to hinder his speed here, as we've got 6 laps to go here in the race, already zooming through these heats, which is really what happens here on these shorter tracks. Lanier, very short track, well, probably a standard length for a dirt track, but these short dirt tracks, really laps fly by. You're looking at almost under 15-second laps for these race leaders, as 3 laps to go now for the 20. Let's look at the number 4, still sitting solidly in third here. Is that number 4 of Brian Ruble. Jason Gracias in the 101. Don't think we looked at him yet. Sitting in the 4th position. Then we've also got the 044 of Eric Ziga sitting in the 5th position with Zane Burke in the 10 round, who is actually in the pits, rounding out your field here. Is I do believe that heat did just come to an end while we were looking through the field. It is the 020 of Kyle Rochinski taking your Heat 3 victory here at Lanier Speedway. Again, thank you all for joining us, and I'm sorry for some of the technical problems I've been having through the broadcast. Yeah, I saw I'm all alone, lonely in the booth now. So, I'm just chilling out with me in the chat. Speaking of the chat, let's take a look out there at all of you all. Again, we've got Garrett Gleason, of course, who's been trying to help me through my problems. Got Craig Fisher saying go 72. Sarah Mars, hello Sarah. Tristan Maurer out in the chat, also trying to help me out. But thank you to all of you who tried to help me fix that. I don't know what was going wrong with all of them, but it is just you and me now, chat. And we are going to hang out and watch a good race that is going to be led to green by the number 41 of Bobby Puckett. This is your feature race here. So I know things have gone by very quickly while we were trying to sort things out. The 41 of Bobby Puckett leads the field to green with the 4 of Brian Ruble starting second. Tony Lucarelli in the 12 is third, and Bobby Trapper in the 69 will start in the 4th position. John Canizaro in the 3 starts 5th, Jason Freeman 6th, Ethan Fisher 7th, Kyle Rochinski 8th, Thomas Oleski 9th, and John Smith in the 504 are going to round out your top 10 here to start this 35-lap feature here for the Master Millwright Total Nonstop Racing League Big Block Series. Huge shout out to Master Millwright for sponsoring this series, putting their name as the title sponsor. You can check them out, as well as the Mason-Dixon Cornhole. Thank you to them for sponsoring the league. Meanwhile, up front, we are going green here to start the heat, and it is a good start for that 41 of Bobby Puckett. He hangs right down on the inside wall. Watch the fight, though, from the number 4. He is looking to make something happen there, running up high on the outside lane, but the 4 getting a challenge from the 69 of Bobby Trapper there up the inside. Watch the 12 of Tony Lucarelli behind them. 69 looking to make a move. He will make it happen up to second. That puts the number 4 under fire from the 12 of Tony Lucarelli, and there's a gaggle of cars right behind them. The 72 of Ethan Fisher is in there. The number 3 of John Canizaro, all right there. Bumper to bumper. Caution on the racetrack too now. That is our first caution of the night here. First caution of the feature. And we're going to take a look at that here on our replay. See if we can find exactly what caused this first yellow. I'm trying to find it all. I think, no promises, I think we're looking at the number 9 possibly here. Number 9 of Johnny Williams maybe got up the track a little bit, turned around on the wall, I think is what is going to cause this first caution of the race. So early wreck there, single car, and not badly damaged either is Johnny Williams. So good to see him get right back out on track. Meanwhile, looking back up, nope, not that. There we go, looking back up front. Now it is the 41 of Bobby Puckett who took the lead after that restart. So he is going to lead the field back to green as iRacing pace truck lights are out, and this field getting back ready to go green. We're only on lap 4 of 35. Caution laps do not count here in the Total Nonstop Racing Master Millwright Big Block Series, as we are back under green flag racing here. The 41 goes to the inside, but it is a big run from the 69 of Bobby Trapper up on the high line. We'll see if Trapper can keep the speed up here, headed out of turn 4. Looks like the 41 is able to inch in front of him just a little bit. Gaggle of cars behind them, though, sounds like beating and banging from what I can hear. Look at those cars all lined up there on the inside lane. Look at the 72 car. That is Ethan Fisher there. He's running 10th right now. All these cars under a blanket. We're going to head to the World Racing Network helicopter camera we've got here. Get a look at exactly what's going on here in this battle. You see the 20. That is Jason Freeman in the middle of 3 wide for just a second there through the turn. Again, the 504 of John Smith dives in contact with the 20 of Jason Freeman. They gather it back up, though. They are going to keep racing. Meanwhile, though, caution is out on the racetrack. I think you saw the number 9 of Johnny Williams get caught up somewhere in that one. As you all couldn't hear iracing there, I'm seeing that is gone. That one's going to be on me there. That wasn't a technical problem. That was just me. But we are going to look here on the replay at what I believe was our latest caution. You're going to take a look at, well, let's actually go on board here with Johnny Williams headed down the front straightaway. And, oh yeah, hold on to your stomachs, those of you who get nauseous easily, as Johnny took a little bit of a ride there, headed into turn 1. That is caution number 2 of the race. So, really good action, though, from what we've seen. Oh, no, the bots. Why are the bots here? I don't like those bots. They invade every live stream. You can't get rid of them. But here we go again. Perfect timing here because iRacing pace car lights have gone out. And they are going to go back green flag racing this time. Still the number 41 of Bobby Puckett out leading the race as he is going to take the green flag once again. The 3 of John Cannizzaro starts to his outside. This time through is, oh, I'm going to hit the audio button and you all can hear. There we go. Now you all can hear the action. Green flag is back underway. The 69 contact with the 20. The 69 car. Everybody's spun around. Everybody's around. Caution is out. Let's go take a look back at that one. Our third caution of the night. Just a lot to digest on that restart. We're going to watch the number 69 and the number 20 of Jason Freeman here headed off into the corner. Oh, it's just a little bit of an accordion. The 101 got into the back of Freeman slightly, who got into the back of the 69 just slightly, and that is enough to bring out another caution here for us in the early portions of this race. Look at the number 20 now. Doesn't look too bad there. That car, a lot of cars really caught up in that incident there. Just looking up front, though, we have a little bit of a change out front. No, we don't. Excuse me. I didn't see the number 41 of Bobby Puckett out front, who's really dominated the early goings of this race. I want to thank all of you out there who've watched it this far. I know have worked through a couple problems. Okay, there's gonna do that again. It's done that a couple of times to me, but all of you out there in chat, who are you rooting for? As the green flag is back out once again. Things just happen so fast here in the Total Nonstop Racing Master Millwright series. Big block series. As the 41 get a better start there, as he is going to get out in front of this field. Headed out into turn 1 once again. I mean, let's ride on board with that number 41 who's led most of this feature, get a little view of what these drivers are dealing with. Look at how his hands move around there on the steering wheel. Just a lot of work to drive these big blocks around this racetrack. A lot more dirt talent than I have. As caution back out on the racetrack once again. Let's hit up once again that replay as you saw a car over end there down the front straightaway. We're going to take a look here. through turns 3 and 4. Oh, work. So there we go. Headed off into turn 3. I think this is where things started. The 20. Okay, the 95 gets into the 58. 101 and 58 go around, and then everyone was really just nowhere to go. Pile straight into that one. That is going to be in caution number 4 or 5, I believe. I lost count a little bit. Look at the 58. Not too bad as the damage on that car. A little torn up rear quarter panel. A little bit on the front end as well, but I don't think Bobby Puckett really minds out front as he continues to really just show great restart speed and get out in front of John Cannizzaro, who is your second place runner and has been for the last couple of laps. The iRacing pace truck down pit road. Puckett again on the loud pedal. Lap 15 of 35 now. Green flag back in the air. The number 3 up there on the high line, trying to work the momentum. That's John Cannizzaro, but really it seems like Puckett's had a grip on this inside lane here. These drivers are going to need to find some speed somewhere on this racetrack if they hope to get up to him. Looking a little bit farther in the pack, that's the number 20 of Jason Freeman running 11th. Contact a little squirrely for the 69 of Bobby Trapper, who finds himself in the 10th position. The 72, Ethan Fisher there, looking to not get passed by that number 69. Meanwhile, the field kind of settling itself down toward the front. But right here is the battle on the racetrack. I take it back. The 20 of Jason Freeman goes up on top of 3 or 4 wide. There's, I think, 4 wide somewhere. Is the 20, the other 20, there's where I'm seeing another 20. I knew it was somewhere. Oh, there are 4 wide now through turns 1 and 2. The 20R and the number 20 are throwing me off here. That's something I gotta pick up on really quick. I believe that is for what I was seeing as the 020 on my scoring. Yes, it is, of Kyle Rochinski there. So, excuse me if I got that wrong at any point in the night. The see drivers moving up toward the top of the racetrack, looking at the 504 of John Smith there, running right up on the wall. We'll go on board with him as he works his way into turns 3 and 4. Look at how close these drivers get to the wall here. No, that's wrong. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. There we go. This one will show you just how close these drivers are getting to the wall through the turn. You can see him putting it right up on that wall. That is the 504 of John Smith, who is locked in a battle with Thomas Oleski there in the 22. Here comes Bobby Trapper in the 69. Going to take a quick look back up front where it continues to be Bobby Puckett dominating the race. Now it is the 4 of Brian Ruble up into second place. You see him there on your screen battling with the 3 of John Cannizzaro. Cannizzaro drops from second to third on this restart. Already approaching a little bit of lap traffic there are the leaders of the race. You can see out in front. Oh, the 9. Oh, the 9 goes around in front of the field. Gathers it back up. That's Johnny Williams. Got down into pit road. We'll go back and take a look at it. Great driving by a lot of drivers to not get caught up in that one. You can see the 9 here. Johnny Williams headed into turns 3 and 4, trying to get some speed up on the high line. Just got into some low grip dirt. Gather back up. Oh no, I'm in the wrong turns. Still, you can see him got into that slick dirt where the track's kind of darker, right in front of the leaders. Great driving not to get into that 9, though. And good job getting down to pit road for Johnny Williams. See, we've got 7 likes on the stream. Thank you to everyone who has hit that like button so far. It means a lot to us here at the World Racing Network. And thank you for working with us through some of the problems we had early on in this one. Pace truck lights are out once again. 41 of Bobby Puckett out. Oh, the 3 of John Cannizzaro sent it up the inside, moves the 41 of Puckett. Puckett up into the wall, goes around over on his lid. That is another caution, and that is one we are definitely going to want to go back and get a look at here. Pull up the aerial camera for you all here to look at exactly what went down, because that has big implications for a lot of drivers. But Bobby Puckett in the 41 has dominated this race. You see them pacing right now. The 4 gets a good restart there on the outside. Puckett not so much. Cannizzaro gets to his inside, and Cannizzaro just says, you know, you've been fast. I got this chance to get around you. I'm going to take it. Then the 504 comes up into the 41 slightly, and that left Puckett on his side and left us under caution once again. So a lot changed here on the last restart here. See the 4 of Brian Ruble, who has now taken the race lead. The 22 of Thomas Oleski is the second place driver. Thank you, Tristan, for reporting the messages. I am going to hit a little button that I think should hopefully deal with it. That happened on my other channel recently, unfortunately, but looking back out front, it is the 22 of Thomas Oleski who was looking to the inside, did not make the move though, and it is the 4 of Brian Ruble who has now taken your race lead, headed through turns 1 and 2. The 504 of John Smith there working the higher lane. We are getting close to the end of the race though, coming to take lap 29 of 35. The 504 up top, John Smith, we've seen him up on the wall for a lot of the race today, trying to make it happen. Can he get it working, though? The 22 of Thomas Oleski not too far behind him here. Did you see him there? These 3 right together with coming to 5 laps to go. Anybody's game here. Then it's the 72 of Ethan Fisher, just a little ways behind them in 4th. Not quite in this battle for the race lead. Brian Ruble trying not to look in his mirror here up front. He has the race lead, but can he hold them off? There's a lot of hungry race car drivers. As the 504 really making that high line work. Cannot say enough about how well he's making that line work. He blinked out there for just a second, but that car back on the racetrack. Once again, 3 laps to go, though, for race leader Brian Ruble in the number 4. John Smith really been working that high lane, but nothing been able to come of it here for him as they go down the front straightaway. 2 laps to go, and I feel like Ruble might have stretched it out just slightly. We will see as they come to the start-finish line one more time. You see the 504 getting in frame down the front straightaway, but he's going to have to make some kind of magic happen here with 1 lap to go. He is going to get a good run through the center. Does he go low? No. The 504 stays high, dives it in, but it is the 4 on the inside, the 4 of Brian Ruble, who is going to take your race win here at Lanier. The 504 gave him a great battle there toward the end. You see a little congratulatory bump gone wrong from the 22 of Thomas Oleski there. Ruble continues to get punted around by his drivers to celebrate this race win. All the bots back too. That's okay. Well, that was a very quick race again. I don't know that we're going to be able to lock up post-race interviews, unfortunately, because of my Discord problems. For some reason, they're not wanting to work, but I will give it a chance here. I'll see if I can get somebody up here in the booth It was Brian Ruble taking home your race win, though. John Smith in second, Thomas Oleski third are your top 3 finishers. And if things work like they should, I hopefully will have them here in the interview booth for you. But like I said, Discord being silly, not may not work, but we're going to give it a shot here. And I will definitely fix these technical problems for the next time, if I get to. Let's see. 3rd place finisher, Thomas Oleski. Let's find Thomas here. If I can. Yeah, and sorry for kind of all the chaos that has ensued here on the stream in the closing portions of this race. Let's see. First off, let's get... I don't see Thomas in Discord, which I assume he is here. Let's see. Let me test something out here before we go through the trouble of that. Let's see. Will, do you have a copy on me? Well, that's a question for the stream to answer here, as we're gonna let it go around here. I guess a little delay on the stream, so we're just gonna be patient. But again, thank you to everyone out in chat. We got 11 likes on the stream, which is way more than I had hoped for. No, they cannot hear you. That is unfortunate. So I don't think we're gonna get interviews to work. Yes, everything is live. I don't know why I am having troubles. Let's see. Work with me just a minute here, everyone out in the chat. I am gonna try and fix this problem right here, right now. Little speed teching. Work with me here. Oh, I can do this. And then I can go play around. There we go. All right. I'm going to try one more thing I could possibly use to fix this. So again, thank you to everyone out in the chat. I had the one bot that we don't like come and infect my stream, Will, so gonna have to deal with that. It really is. All right, let's try something here. All right, maybe this'll work. Let's see if chat can hear you, Will.
Hello, hello. I am William Ratcliffe.
All right. I hear him, but do you hear him? Let's see when the stream comes back around on my thing. Cross your fingers. Moment. Drum roll from on my end. Oh my goodness, I think I did it. Will.
I can hear myself as well. This is wonderful.
We
Hello,
did it.
everybody.
Guys, we did it. Everyone out there in chat, thank you for sticking around with me. Now let's get to some post-race interviews. I'm sorry your first broadcast with me didn't really go to plan, Will.
That's okay.
But again, thank you all for working with me, and I'm sorry you had to put up with just me out there in chat. Now we are going to line up interviews with our top 3 finishers here. Don't know what the issue was because I just basically reset it. But we do have Thomas Oleski in the broadcast booth. Do you have a copy of us here, Thomas?
Got you loud and clear.
All right, I gotta. Well, it was an exciting race for you. It was an exciting race up here in the booth too. But tell us about your how you were racing out there tonight, and we saw you up mix it up at the front a lot. But how was your race from your perspective?
Well, qualified at first, got my points for the league there. Uh, then I thought there would be two lanes come feature time, and Smith was up there trying to make the top side work, but it was only a one lane track tonight. And fortunately, I was able to miss a couple wrecks, and I was at the right place at the right time.
Yeah, you were able to kind of avoid some of the chaos we saw. There were couple cautions there during the feature, but toward the end of the race, we saw the leader, who Bobby Puckett, who'd really dominated a lot of the race, kind of got turned around. And what were you thinking? I don't know if you saw that happen. I assume you did, but did you think you maybe had a chance at the race lead toward the end of the race there after all that chaos up front?
Well, we had joked about Ruble and I about putting it up top for that last couple laps, and thankfully we did because that was the only way we were getting out of that accident. But other than that, I don't think anybody would have caught Puckett or Ruble the rest of the night. Those two guys were fast tonight.
Yeah, they definitely had a ton of speed, and it was difficult for a lot of people to make the move we saw, but it was quite a good race for you. Again, got the third place finish. What are you thinking? I believe you're going to Knoxville next week in the series. What are your thoughts going into the next race here on the schedule?
I'm pretty confident with Knoxville. Definitely, I'd say a top five out of Knoxville next week, but you can't count out that 69. He's always going to be there. So the goal is beat Trap, and that's what we're going to do next week, and hopefully it's first place.
Well, we definitely hope that for you, but before we let you go, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to here?
Yeah, thank to Master Millwright and these guys for putting this on. Like you see in the league, it keeps growing. Start from 10 guys to 12 guys, and we're all the way up to 18, 20 guys now. They do a great job of putting this on week in and week out. Smooth race, less than an hour, you're in and out of here. I can't thank those guys enough.
Yeah, well, thank you for stopping by with us. And again, congratulations on the third place finish, and we're going to wish you the best going into next week.
Thank you, and we'll see you again next week.
That was your third place finisher, Thomas Oleski. Now we're going to find second place finisher here, John Smith, if he is in Discord, which I don't believe I see him in here, which is not great, Will, but
It is not
it's
great.
okay.
While you're looking for that, I'll give a quick comment. I really like the atmosphere here. I mean, obviously, this is my very first time as any part of this, anything like it. And I've always watched the races. It is pretty awesome to see that everybody is as nice as they seem.
Yeah, well, it is a pretty friendly atmosphere here. Oh no, I wanted to. There we go. Here's the 504. I don't think I'm going to be able to find him, unfortunately. I don't see John Smith out there in the chat, but big congratulations to him on his second place finish. And we are now going to pull up race winner Brian Ruble. You got a copy of us here?
I got you, Mitch.
All right. Well, it was an exciting broadcast for me, and it was an exciting race out there for you all. Kind of tell us about what you went through there on your way to victory lane here tonight.
I was just kind of riding along, just trying to keep the car clean, and Bobby and Canizaro got by me, just kind of following them, and then I seen Canizaro get into the 41 and kind of just inherited the lead and tried to hang on from there.
Yeah, well, there was a lot of excitement there on that restart. We saw you mixing it up front a lot. We saw a lot of drivers kind of try out the high lane, the middle lane, and the low lane, and really go all over the place. Where did you kind of find your speed out there tonight?
Yeah, after I got past there at the beginning of the race, I went up the top and it just wasn't biting too good for me there. And then I just kind of followed them guys around the bottom and started dirtying up there in the middle. I started finding some traction and just, like I said, riding along, seeing what would happen. And lo and behold, sometimes you're the bug, sometimes you're the windshield.
Yeah, it definitely worked out for you there in the end. And Knoxville next week. I know you had a great race here. You've had a strong start to the season here in the Master Millwright Big Block Series. Are you looking forward to Knoxville? And do you think you could get closer toward another win there and maybe get a points lead? I don't know where you'll be after this race, but
Yeah, just gonna try and stay consistent. That's pretty much the name of the game there. Knoxville, you gotta rip the lip. That's the way I see it. Eventually, it'll go to the top side and everybody will be cruising. So,
all right. Well, thank you for stopping by while you were celebrating your win. Wrong word there. Do you have any shout outs you want to give here before we let you go?
yeah, absolutely. I appreciate you guys coming on doing the broadcast. It was big. We went out with no broadcast for our opener, and some people were disappointed with that. As always, I mean, I've been hitting this pretty hard here practicing. I give a shout out to Amber because she allows me to go do some running. Um, Obviously, Master Millwright and the boys for sponsoring the series, and Mason Dixon Cornhole with Jason Freeman and him helping out. And I would definitely like to thank Bobby Trapper. I mean, he's the fastest man in here, so he's been helping me out a lot too, getting hooked up and running fast.
Well, thank you again for stopping by. Congratulations on the race win, and we wish you the best next week.
Hey, thanks, guys.
All right, that was your race winner.
He was a very nice guy. I liked him.
It was Brian Ruble taking home your race win in his number 4 car. And that is about all we have for you all here tonight. Again, I am very sorry for all the issues we had behind the scenes. Will, they can finally hear you. I know you were watching the race. Do you have any closing thoughts about it?
It may be just me as a very layman perspective, but there was a lot of cautions in this race, and that could be something that goes with the territory of dirt races. But I think it's very interesting. Is that common?
It's very short races, not too long on a short track. So I'd say it's kind of to be expected. I think tonight was a very good race. We saw a lot of 3-4 wide side by side racing. So I mean, I would definitely thought we got a pretty good amount of green flag racing in, but I mean, definitely was exciting again. We got to give a huge shout out to Master Millwright. I know we've hit on him a lot, or I have, and you did, but they couldn't hear you, and they can hear you now. But Master Millwright, of course, sponsors this Total Nonstop Racing Big Block Series. We can't do it without sponsors here in racing. Also, give a huge shout out to Mason Dixon Cornhole for sponsoring the series. And I know that if you are out there interested in sponsoring the Total Nonstop Racing League, would love to have you along. It's a great opportunity to promote your business or whatever event you have planned. So I have a link to their Facebook page down in the video description. You can check out the Total Nonstop Racing League if you would be interested. They can tell you more, but that is going to do it for us here to close this race out as we look back on the celebratory spinning of race winner Brian Ruble. Go through your top 10 result. I can give me just a second. I had stuff close out on me. Brian Ruble did pick up the race win in that number 4. The 504 of John Smith finished second here tonight. Thomas Oleski finished third. Ethan Fisher, 4th. Tony Lucarelli, 5th. Travis Brockner, 6th. Bobby Trapper, 7th. Jason Freeman, 8th. Jonathan Gaston, 9th. John Canizaro rounded out your top 10, and I now have magically pulled up the results for the rest of the field. In 11th place was John Canizaro Sr., so the John Canizaro father and son duo bringing home 10th and 11th here tonight at Lanier. Eric Bonham brings it home in the 12th position. Eric Ziga in 13th. Kyle Rochinski 14th. Bobby Puckett 15th. After leading quite a bit of that race, ended up 4 laps down. Johnny Williams comes home in the 9th position. Jace 16th position. Excuse me, I don't know where I got 9th from in that. Jason Gracias finishes 17th, Evan Burke 18th, Keith Carbow 19th, and Zane Burke Jr. Carbow and Burke Jr. did not start the field. Oh, they did start the feature. Excuse me. They finished 19th and 20th. I'm sorry to both of you. But that is going to do it here for us on the World Racing Network. Again, very sorry to all of you watching for all the problems we had throughout the night. Hopefully that will not happen next time we bring a race to you, but I do want to thank you all for joining me and Will on the very first broadcast we have done on this channel. Again, thank you for joining me. Nope, not that graphic. This graphic right here. There we are. Thank you for kind of putting up with me, Will, and kind of a lot of the problems I had getting this thing set up. I know you were really excited for it, and I know it was a very good race to watch, and thank you to all of our viewers out at home there. We've still got quite a few of you watching. Thank you all for tuning in, and like I always like to say on all my videos and streams that I've done before, as you see the fireworks go off in the background, you all stay safe, have fun, and we will see you all in the next race.